Hello, this is the research on model of student development by Chickering theory conducted by a team of researchers from Faculty of Psychology and Faculty of Business. My name is Robert Rajabubuk. I will be presenting the result of the study. As an introduction, studying in the university is a very crucial time. Traditionally, the age of the student is from late adolescence to early adulthood. Therefore, developing identity is the main developmental task of adolescence. We found that Chickering theory can be used to explain the student development as a framework to develop. But the problem is we have not have a proof that this model can be used as the framework for student development. Students in the university need to develop themselves personally in different areas. It is crucial before they enter the marketplace. So it is the responsibility of the university to provide environment so that the student can develop their hard skills and soft skills. The students not only develop intellectually, but also holistically. That's why Chickering theory of student development is a very comprehensive model that can help the student to develop in different areas. We have been conducted several studies on the student development using the theory of Chickering. The first study is a survey on the 7 factors of development of the student. We conducted the survey every year since the batch of 2017 to the batch of 2020. We also conducted the cross-sectional study to compare the result of the measure in 2 different batches. The batch of 2013 and the batch of 2017. The reason for this study is we are going to compare the student who enter university before we apply the program based on the student development theory of Chickering. And we compare them to the student who start their experience in the university with the framework of student development we use at the time. Then we also conducted a longitudinal study. So we follow a batch of 2017 for 4 years. So the first year we conduct a survey, and then the second year, the third year, and the fourth year. Then we compare the result of the measure of areas of development of the students. These are the 7 factors of Chickering, or the areas of development. Expectedly, all the university students should develop themselves in 7 areas. The areas of competence, emotion, interpersonal relationship, interdependence, identity, purpose, and integrity. After Chickering said that there are 7 factors that need to be developed during study in the university. And these are the theoretical model we use that we are going to prove in the population of the university student where we conducted the study. Theoretically, Arthur Chickering said that students in the university, when they enter university, they need to develop the 4 areas of development when they start studying. So when they're developing that 4 factors, then they will establish identity. After they establish identity, then they can develop purpose, and integrity. Developing competence is the skills, manual competence, intellectual competence, and social competence. Managing emotion is the ability to manage positive and negative emotion. Interdependent is the ability to ask for help or to do and to take responsibility as a person. So interdependent person is one who knows how when to ask for help and when to do things by him or herself. Mature interpersonal relationship is referred to the ability to identify the difference between self and others and to accept the difference, then to adjust with the differences. Establishing identity is about knowing myself, my strength and my weaknesses, my limitation, and also include sexual identity, cultural identity, or collective identity. Purpose is about a sense of direction. Students need to develop a sense of direction so they know what are they going to do in the future after they graduate from the university. Integrity is about having a set of values that they need to make decision when they go further to the next level of development. In the previous study, we found that competence, managing emotion, interdependence, and mature interpersonal relationship contribute to the development of identity. Partially in the student we studied, when we have that survey, we found that in this university, in this particular university, only competence and mature interpersonal relationship that contribute to the establishing of their identity, which means that for them, the sense of identity is related to what they are able to do and then how they relate to each other, to other friends. Two areas of development which significantly contribute to development identity also are competence and mature interpersonal relationship. But we have no, we're not sure that this model will be applied if we are going to use this framework to develop student activities or student development program in the university. That's why we need to investigate more. Basically, we are going to answer three questions. The first is whether or not competence, managing emotion, mature interpersonal relationships, and interdependence contribute to the establishing identity. And also, what is the contribution of identity development to the development of purpose and integrity? The third, we are going to test whether or not the theoretical model will be fit to apply in the population of the current study. We use quantitative study. We use also the measurement tools. We constructed the student development questionnaire, and the number of respondents is 4,857 students, freshmen from 4 different batch. We analyze the data using descriptive analysis, also independent t-test and path analysis to answer the question. The result is that descriptively, the score of identity is the highest score for batch 2017, 2019, and 2020, where mature interpersonal relationship is the highest score for batch 2018. The lowest score for batch 2017 and 2018 is the managing emotion. Competence is the lowest score for batch 2019 and 2020. So they have different level of development when they start studying in the university, the highest and the lowest. When we do the correlation test, we found that uh, in all respondents using the whole samples, that the 7 factors significantly correlated to each other. Exception is in the batch of 2020. We found that competence has no correlation with other area of development. This is due to the situation, different situation for the batch 2020, because when they start college, we use the distance learning because of the pandemic. So they have different treatment when they start the university. That's why we found that there might lack of competence to be studying in the university. But in all batches, the competence managing emotion, mature interpersonal relationship, and interdependency contribute to the establishing identity. This is the result of that analysis. We can see that the first 4 factors contribute to establishing identity, and the identity also contribute to the development of purpose and integrity. And also purpose contribute to the development of integrity. So it is safe to say that the empirical model fits the theoretical model. Therefore, the model can be used in different cultural background, uh, namely in the Indonesian culture in this case. Also, we can say that identity contributes to the purpose and integrity in all batches. Also, purpose also contribute to the development of integrity. As a conclusion, we can say that freshmen has different level of identity when they start studying in the university. And also secondly, we can say competence, managing emotion, mature interpersonal relationship, interdependence contribute to the development of identity. Identity contribute to the purpose and integrity. As a big conclusion, we can say that the Chickering model of student development can be applied to the student development program at the university. Lastly, the recommendation, this is very practical recommendation. We recommend that the Student Affairs Office should develop academic and extracurricular using Chickering model as a framework in collaboration with the management of academic program in the university, so that the student can be developed in the 7 areas of development according to Chickering theory. Thank you very much for your kindly attention.